Welcome to Retire Ready with David Nicholas. In life, there are many things you can't control. The good news is that there are some things you can control, and that includes how much you'll pay in taxes. On today's show, you'll learn how to keep more of your hard-earned money and give less to Uncle Sam. Plus, later in our show, we'll answer some of your biggest retirement questions. I'm back with David Nicholas now, and it is always great to be with you. Not the best, most fun topic, but we have to talk about taxes, don't we?
It's great to be here, Amy. Absolutely, we do.
Yeah, control. Everybody likes to have control, but there are a lot of things we have no control over. The weather, the market, the traffic jam that maybe we ran into on the way to work. And a lot of times, people believe that they have no control over the amount of taxes they will pay. You say that's not necessarily true.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's hard to control what the yahoos in Washington, what they're going to do, right? And it's hard to know, but I can tell you, there's not an appetite in Washington, D.C. to lower taxes. Generally, there's an appetite in Washington, D.C. to continue to raise taxes. Right now, because of the current tax rates, taxes are the lowest they've been in almost 5 decades. And so my concern is that many Americans just aren't prepared for where I think taxes are headed, which is much higher. But yeah, we actually can control. Look, there's a reason the tax code is almost 90,000 pages. A lot of times, politicians don't want us to know what's in there, but our firm, we've really taken the time to find out what are some of the ways that we can mitigate or reduce our taxes. But you've got to take action, but there are certainly ways that you can mitigate and even reduce what your current tax bill is.
Okay, let's get into the weeds a little bit here. How big of an impact can taxes have on our retirement? A lot of times people wondering if this could be the biggest expense for them.
So it's a big impact, Amy. So if you look at an IRA or 401k, how that was sold to us was, hey, put money in your 401k and your IRA, and you actually will get a tax deduction. So if you put in $5,000, $6,000, or your 401k, up to $19,000 or $20,000 a year, you don't pay any taxes today. But here's the problem, obviously, is when we go to pull that money out in retirement, we're paying full tax on all the money that's withdrawn. So the challenge really is this, there was this idea that was also sold to us that we would be in a lower tax rate in retirement. So go ahead and take this tax deduction today because, don't worry, when you go to retire 30 years from now, you'll be in a much lower tax bracket. Well, the reality is we're finding out is we may actually be either in the same tax bracket or we could actually be in a higher tax bracket in retirement. I mean, some studies that we look at is 50% of your retirement balance, so if you have a $1 million IRA, could go to taxes, federal income taxes between state and federal in retirement. So it's a big piece of our retirement planning, and it really could be what our biggest expense in retirement.